Radio, where we inspire you to live your dreams, encourage you to take massive action, and be your authentic and genuine self. We focus on 3 pillars. That's empowering youth, equipping leaders, and enriching marriages so that you can go out and dominate your space.
If you're ready to dominate, you're listening to the right show. This is the Leadership Legacy Radio. Now let's go.
Hey, good afternoon. I wanted to come on today to just talk to you about a few things that have been really kind of stirring up and what's been exciting for me. Now, when I started the process of writing the book, I decided that I wanted to write the book to make an impact. When I first started the process, it was really about publishing, becoming an author, and that was cool because it was something that I had in mind. It was a goal. But then I put the book on the shelf, came back to it, dusted it off, and then started redefining why I wanted to publish the book. And so what I wanted to do is break down the patterns that I saw and then what ended up happening to me in the process. So as I started to write this book, I started seeing that I had started to become a better version of myself because I was getting very clear on how I wanted to communicate and articulate some of the thoughts that I had, some of the things that I was sharing, and some of the things that, to be honest, I was teaching, and how I was becoming better at not only teaching it, but then redefining how I wanted that to look. So as I started writing the book, I saw this pattern of behavior. I started to see things more clearly, and in every chapter, I started seeing how it started to manifest in different aspects of my life. And so what I wanted to do is, over the next couple of weeks, I just want to share with you guys kind of the behind the scenes of what I had experienced and who I became in the process. So everything that has to do with complete optimization. So chapter 1 in the book, I talk about optimization, but truly what ended up happening is I started to see how people were showing up and how I was showing up. So let me share a short story with you. Recently, I had been in a meeting, and there was several leaders in the meeting. There was having conversations, and the leader of this particular meeting, they were basically providing everybody direction, guidance, and information. And I was just kind of there as a fly on the wall. So I was just kind of like sitting in the background, just listening, because my goal was to come in and help develop better leaders in the organization. And as the process kind of unfolded, what ended up happening is one of the head leaders came in, and I think they were just a little bit tired, maybe just ready to go. And so what they did is they told the body of people that were meeting that it was time to leave. Everybody needed to leave. And so what ended up happening is everybody paused. It was kind of awkward. Everybody turned towards that voice and started to kind of lean in and see what was going to happen next. Now, let me put it like this. Although that wasn't a great example, it became a great turning point for what leadership should look like. So complete optimization is truly about creating processes and systems that can help you be free to be yourself, but also to remove little mundane tasks that maybe you don't need to do, right? So what does that look like? Having a standard, having a space where you can have a way to do things and give people the same respect, the same clarity, the same dignity every single time. Now, in this scenario, I watched this unfold, and I was thinking, what if leaders were to show up and just help people see how they can be empowered in the process, right? So we go back, and instead of that leader coming in and basically saying, hey, it's time for everybody to leave, we need to go, they could have came in and asked, do you guys know how much more time you will need before your meeting is over? As we get ready to wrap up, I just wanted to make sure that, we weren't disrupting and that you guys had an opportunity to get everything that you need to get done. And also, I wanted to make sure that you guys had a way to, end the meeting and then close the session properly and make sure that the facility is shut down, make sure the organization is secure before you leave. And so my thought process in that is we can always do things better, whether it's how we communicate, whether it's how we articulate. Character doesn't change when the audience is different, right? And so that's something that's really important. What is your character saying and how is your character showing up? Because if your character changes with the audience, then it's a performance, right? And equality doesn't show up like that. Equality in leadership sounds the same way. It doesn't matter who's speaking, who's in the room, VIP, no VIP. One of the things that we love to talk about is, the way that you treat the CEO is the same way that you treat the janitor. And most people don't know how to do that because what they do is they see titles. They see what this person can do for me. And that's not necessarily how you want to operate or how I think you should operate. I chose to become a better version of myself as I was writing the book. And that's what ended up happening is I became a better version of me. But I also started to see patterns around me that I could identify and help others with. So the reason why I'm so passionate about getting this book in as many hands as possible is because I want to show you how you can show up better in different areas of your life. So I want to close with this. If you need assistance and if there's something that you need to transform the way that your organization does things, whether it's the culture, the customer service, the leadership, just reach out because there's always an opportunity for us to get better. The choice is yours and you have to choose to be intentional about getting better. I chose to become a better version of myself writing this book. The transformation that I saw was tremendous and I love the process. And so, which is why I'm excited about, speaking and talking about this particular topic and truly understanding what complete optimization is. Now, if your organization doesn't have a standard and if you guys are excited about just titles and positions, then it's important that we connect so that we can create a true culture that's transformational and that makes a difference and that's meant to make the impact that it was designed for. So I look forward to sharing more with you because the transformation that I want to see in the people that I get to serve and the people just like you in the person that I'm looking at right now, I want to see you be the very best version of yourself. And the way that happens is by taking intentional steps every day so that you can walk in your purpose. It's a true honor to write this book, and I want to get it in as many hands as possible. But I know that that may not be possible unless you commit. So I want to speak on the book. I want to go ahead and communicate on the book. So I'll be doing teachings on the book, and I look forward to serving you in any way possible. So as always, I want you to go out and dominate your space.